Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into this idea of workations, mixing work and vacation time.
Mhm.
We've got an interesting piece here about a smart app, tripoffice.com, that's supposed to help with this.
Right. It's all about enabling that blend of productivity and travel.
And our mission really is to get a quick handle on this trend for you, see if it's practical, what the benefits are.
Exactly. Using this trip office example to see how it works.
Okay, so let's start right there. What is a workation, really? I mean, beyond just squishing the words together, what's the actual problem it solves?
Well, fundamentally, it's about taking your work setup to a place that's, inspiring or relaxing.
Uh-huh.
It tackles that classic dilemma.
Yeah.
You feel like you desperately need a vacation, but you've just got too much work on your plate to completely disconnect.
Yeah, I know that feeling. You get the change of pace, but you're not falling behind.
Precisely. You keep the work going, but in a much better environment.
So how does this app, Trip Office, fit in? How does it actually make this happen?
So Trip Office is essentially a search tool, a platform to find these workation-friendly spots. The article talks about its interactive map,
Okay.
which apparently lists around 50,000 hotels, apartments, that kind of thing, and they're geared towards digital nomads.
50,000. Wow, that's quite a few options.
It is a lot to choose from.
And the article mentioned something about AI, how it identifies real workspaces. It's not just checking for Wi-Fi, right?
Right. Supposedly, it uses machine learning to scan listings. It looks for keywords, maybe even analyzes photos for things like proper desks, ergonomic chairs.
Ah, like actual office kit.
Yeah, maybe even PC monitors, things that signal a dedicated space to actually work effectively. Of course, its accuracy probably depends on how good the original listing is.
Gotcha. Clever tech, though. So, okay, you find a place with a good chair. What are the bigger advantages here? HR experts seem quite keen on this idea.
Yeah, what's interesting is the focus on well-being. HR folks suggest that just being in a new environment can be a big mental health boost.
Hmm.
And unlike just, working from your spare room at home, a workation has built-in chances to explore, to relax after you log off, which could mean less burnout.
That makes total sense. Trading the commute for a walk on the beach definitely sounds better.
Does that?
And it's not just about feeling happier, it actually helps the work itself.
That's the claim. The article suggests that being more relaxed, having new things to see and do, it can lead to better focus, maybe more creativity.
Fewer distractions, too, perhaps, away from the usual home stuff.
Exactly. Fewer obligations, more freedom, maybe better concentration as a result, higher quality work, more motivation, even loyalty, they argue.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal. So these 50,000 places, where are they mostly? Is it all just like Bali and Thailand?
Well, interestingly, the U.S. actually has the lion's share. According to the article, nearly 31,000 listings.
Really? Okay.
Then Asia has about 10,000, Europe around 8,000. South America and Australia have smaller numbers, like 1,500 and 1,100 respectively. So it's pretty global.
Huh. But it does mention some exotic spots, too. Caribbean, Thailand, Greece.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Those are definitely part of the mix. It paints a very appealing picture.
It does. Now, is this just a cool, trendy thing for a few people, or is something bigger happening here?
It seems like more than just a fad. The article points out it really gained steam during and after the pandemic as remote work became, well, normal for many.
Right.
And you're even seeing entire countries trying to attract these remote workers now.
Ah, yeah, the digital nomad visas. I remember reading about Estonia, Barbados. Portugal was mentioned too. How do they play into this?
Well, those visas are basically government saying, okay, remote work is a thing and we want you here.
Mm-hmm.
They provide a legal way for people to stay longer, maybe 6 months, a year, sometimes more, while working remotely.
Mm-hmm.
So they make this workation lifestyle, the kind Trick Office supports, much more feasible long term.
I see. So it's all connecting the tech, like Trip Office, the shift to remote work, and even government policies.
Pretty much.
Okay, so let's quickly recap for everyone listening. Workations blend work and leisure. Tools like Trip Office help you find places actually set up for work. And it's part of this bigger global trend towards remote working, even supported by things like digital nomad visas. Sounds like a genuine option for some people trying to balance it all.
Exactly. It offers you a potential way to mesh your job with that desire to travel and see new things without constantly feeling you have to sacrifice one for the other.
Definitely gives you something to think about.
Mm.
And here's a final thought. As workations get easier and more common, how might this reshape, our whole idea of work-life balance? Could that old model office here, vacation there, start to fade for a lot more people? Something to chew on. Thanks for digging into this with us.